But Temporal Mastery, Time Walk. What do you think about it?
It's not quite Time Walk.
Okay, it's cost 2, and it gives you an extra turn.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not Time Walk, but my favorite thing about it is, like, you look back at all the cards they've reprinted from the Power 9, and they've all just been awesome.
So Time Reversal.
Okay, so you look back at all of the top 8, Power 8 that they've made, and they're pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, so...
What about Library? Does Power 10, does that not count?
No, he's out.
Oh, okay.
He's out. Okay, I'm more saying, the Suspend cards that were just awesome.
Yeah.
And I
Lotus
love them.
Bloom and Ancestral Visions, both very powerful cards. Yeah. But suspending for 0 and 1 mana is a lot different than having to jump through all these hoops to set up a turn where you get to take an extra turn, because it seems like you're spending all of your early turns setting this up, and then on your Time Walk turn, you're not really accomplishing much. So it's like an Explorer where you untap 2 lands, which is, it's fine, but it's not insane. Like, ideally, with this card, you want to be, like, getting a second attack phase or using your Jace a second time or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people aren't really taking that into consideration. Like, they're building decks with, like, 20 cantrips that kind of, like, stack the top of their deck in these Time Walks, but it just doesn't do anything.
The thing I like most about Temporal Mastery is that it's a Time Walk. So even if once you cast it, it's good whenever you cast it. So even at 7 mana, as long as you have something awesome to do, you have Planeswalkers, you have Heartbeat of Springs, and both these cards just help cast this card, even if it's not a miracle. Mm-hmm. And you can just pull ahead of your opponent just with, like, 1 or 2 activations from a Planeswalker.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never really wanted to play a Time Walk effect in a creature-based deck anyways.
Okay.
So I think there's going to be a deck for this. I think we have all the pieces.
The Savor the Moment decks really worked out.
I mean, it's a cool card. I like it.
It is a cool card. I think it will be good. I'm not sure. There's been, like, a lot of rumors of it being banned in Legacy. And
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I look at a lot of internet forums, and that's what people are saying. But I don't know how much stock to place in that. Yeah. But there is a lot of stuff that can make this happen.
Yep.
But the problem is finding a way to make it happen and actually get a lot of value from it to make that effort worth it.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's going to find a home right away, because the standard format's already so, like, 1-drop orientated anyway. Mm-hmm. And when you're trying to make this Time Walk work and they're attacking you for 6 with a Geist, like, might not work right away, but I'm going to be brewing.
Yeah, and you're just like, Thought Scour, Snapcaster, Flashback Thought Scour. Oh, I hit a Time Walk. I'll use this Noxious Revival that's in my hand. And then it's like, what have you done? You've just, like, blown a Snapcaster, discarded a card, and now you get to play an extra land.
I took an extra turn, man. So, I like Miracle. It's not as cool as Soulbound, but it depends on what cards they.
I think they're both pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, I think they're pretty sweet. Like, the biggest thing the coolest thing I like about Miracle, the last thing I'll say about it, is just that, like, looking at the top card, seeing a Miracle card, and just totally changing how the game plays out.
I want there to be something that's just, like, a huge sweat. Mm-hmm. Like, Thunderous Wrath is a card that's kind of like that, 5 damage. Like, you just managed to get them down to 5 exactly, and now you're just, like, peeking every turn. Like, come on, please don't kill me before I hit this. But I want there to be something, like, absurd, like Upheaval. Or just, something ridiculous, like that type of effect where you're just like, oh, yeah.
My favorite would be if it was 3 colors blue, draw 2 cards, sorcery, or 1 blue, Miracle, draw 2 cards.
That'd be way too good.
Way too good?
I think that would be worth setting up more than Time Walk would be.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that would be a sweet one.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the rest of the spoiler. Like, I'm really excited about like Miracle and Soulbond. And
yeah, you see both these mechanics, and there's so much they can do with it.
Yeah.
And there's only the one set. So I'm very curious to see what happens.
It's a deep set, so...